In the latest leaked documents from the government, we find out that civil servants in the Home Office are now refusing to implement Suella Braverman's new policy of banning illegal migrants. This is one of the most scandalous stories that is completely going to be ignored by the mainstream media. I can literally do a bet right now with any of you. We're not going to have the mainstream media talking about this. And even if they do, they might do an article on their website quickly. And I don't think they're going to even do that. So we have some leaked messages. Everything is about leaked messages these days. But this is new. This is from yesterday. It just came out today, earlier. Basically, the Home Office and civil servants, they have these anonymous Q&As, question and answer sessions. And so as a civil servant, you could raise your concerns or questions about policies, about what's going on. So they did one on this new bill, the illegal migration bill that Suella has announced, which is going to be banning illegal entry to the country. Civil servants, I thought the job of civil servants were to be politically neutral, impartial and professional, and to serve our publicly and democratically elected government ministers and MPs. That's how the system should work, technically. But no, they are the massive obstacles. Not only obstacles, sometimes they just ignore the policy and they implement it the way they want. And this happened with the Brexit negotiations. Remember Theresa May's deal? That was all the idiots behind the scenes pushing her to do it like that. And she fell for it. Because obviously, you know why. So let's go to these messages and show you guys inside this anonymous Q&A from civil servants. So one of them said, I'm working in the asylum division in the Home Office and can only speak for myself, but I'm finding it increasingly difficult to reconcile both our stated civil service values and my personal ethical convictions with the rhetoric and policies that the Home Secretary is pursuing. They claim to value us and our hard work, but we don't get consulted on any of these decisions, even though we are making them happen and our pay remains stagnant. What can we do about any of this short of quitting? I don't think you're supposed to be in charge of the decision making. The ministers and their advisors come up with the policy. You just do it. You're not really supposed to be consulted. Anyway, another one. In the email from Simon and Abby, it is claimed that the Prime Minister, Home Secretary, and our ministerial team have been really supportive and grateful for all the effort and continued hard work from you all. So basically just a quote from the ministers. How does this reconcile with the Home Secretary's comments yesterday, blaming civil servants for the failures of her last bill? It is also claimed that this new bill will enable us to do more to help the most vulnerable and those who are in genuine need of protection through safe and legal routes. Can you clarify what the safe and legal routes are, as the Home Secretary seems to freeze and struggle whenever she's asked this question? Again, I'm not really sure you are in any position to criticize a policy that a democratic minister, a democratically elected minister has come up with. And also, when they said, they thanked those civil servants who have actually just obeyed and followed the rules. They didn't mean you, because you guys have been an obstacle. So of course, Suella Braverman was absolutely spot on to complain about those civil servants who are just refusing to get things done. Why are you having a meltdown? She's telling the truth. You are literally publicly saying that, yeah, I don't want to do this. My values are different. Ooh, I'm politically left-wing and I'm a civil servant and people should listen to me. Ooh, I have demands. Shut up. Next. Now, the anonymous civil servant saying that the Home Secretary yesterday publicly accused civil servants of blocking her previous plans to deal with small boats. Will the department stand up for its employees and seek a public withdrawal of that slanderous claim? How can it be slander if it's true? You guys literally blocked her. They got the documents. You have all the memos. All the communications are there. You guys did block her. And also Priti Patel on a regular basis. Some of you doing this thing, and you're literally, this has been leaked now, you were protesting every time one of these policy ideas came up. I'm not really sure how these people get these jobs. Anyway, we're in a mess. Another person said, at one point, our senior leadership in the Home Office willing to state that breaking international law is not consistent with the Civil Service Code or our values, and that we as staff should not be expected to do so in our work. So, I love that. Another one said, I've never been so embarrassed and ashamed to work for the department I once loved. Time to move on. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody. Why are you still doing that job? Just leave. Get out. Go work in Starbucks. Go work in some other avocado coffee shop. I don't care. If you're not happy, get out. I don't understand how they're not really doing basic vetting. Their backgrounds. You shouldn't really be there if you're not politically neutral, you idiots. So, bye-bye. You can go. Last one we have is Article 14 of the UN Universal Declaration of Human Rights provides for the right to claim asylum. The UK voted for this. If the right is universal, can we turn it into a privilege? Which is what this bill would appear to do if we restrict those who can even claim. They are so concerned about international law. We do know they don't care about international law. They're using it as a mechanism to stop us from protecting our borders. They simply want to flood the country in with more migrants. And that's the only thing they care about, because they hate the country so much. They hate the British public so much that they want to change the face of this nation. That's the only reason that the political ideology of the left exists, to completely erase everything that we have so they could start from scratch and they could create their own left-wing utopia, which always ends up being a dystopian future. This is just my opinion, but somehow it's been quite factual every time it's happened. Anyway, civil servants define Swella a minister. Absolutely embarrassing. Let's take a break, and we're going to come back in half an hour. Speaking of idiots, we're going to talk about Clive Lewis, the Labour MP, who is now demanding reparations for the Caribbean countries. Yeah. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm Mahyar, Tousi, and we are the media.